Good morning. This is going to be a real quick tutorial showing you how to add an attribute to a block and how to make a good logical node block. Remember, we make our blocks on layer 0. Remember that very often the text style will take us down. The one thing you don't want to do when I'm typing style here, that is the text style. The one thing you don't ever want to do when you define styles in text is give the style a size. Now there's going to be something called annotate a style. I'm going to go hit style here in this drawing, hitting return. See what comes up. Style command brings up here. You notice that this here is a standard and it does not have any height, so we're going to be good. Set current. So that's just so we know that our style, our text style, is going to not take us down. A point, I'm typing in point here, and sticking a point there is going to have a number of different things that are going to affect it. PD mode, PD size, but a point in itself is one of the great important things when you're dealing with nodes. But very often it's nice to attach a little data to a point. You don't necessarily want to do that with text. You want to do that with attributes. And so the command is attdef. This something like pops up here. You can do all kinds of different things in terms of locking position, insertion point, the justification. In this case, I'm just going to make it bottom right. I'm going to give it the tag node number, prompt, what, node, and that very often a default that you want to see that something's wrong. Text height, all these different things can be then controlled later on. We're setting this as a text height as 0.2, standard bottom right. I hit OK, and what I do is I go ahead and put that text where I want it. That is all you need. Now right now you have one point and one attribute in that what is going to be a block definition. You now do -b. Enter block name. I'm going to call it node or struct node in this case. Struct, in case you had some other nodes in your structure node. Insertion base point. Be the node of the point. Grab my objects, and generally if you've got a number of attributes, you're going to grab them in the order you want them to pop up, which now means if I say an insert, perhaps I might be on another layer, minus layer, new, nodes, set, nodes. Now I'm on layer nodes. I'm going to go ahead and change the color. Remember, we draft things on layer 0. There's nodes. I guess I didn't need to do it. I got so many layers out there. Green. I'm on the nodes layer. For those in Intro to AutoCAD, that's what a set of layers looks like. Now I'm going to say insert. I can grab, in this case it was struct node. Specify my insertion point. Stick it here. And right away it's going to ask for the node, and I give it the node that I want. I can all of a sudden now change PD mode, change the look, maybe it's going to be 3. So I have all this ability to kind of do underneath, or I could go at display off, and I don't see that. So there's all kinds of things you can do with a node. Most importantly, you can do a data pull, more or less, an attribute extract, kind of like the data extraction. So that's how you go about making a node for those who are interested. It's a pretty useful thing to have, and very often you'll see later you'll be linking your members, or your links will be linked to nodes, so if you move this, other things can move along with it. Thanks for listening.